It's a pleasure right now to bring on Leland Russell. What I'd love you to talk about is the behaviors that you've seen in the top leaders that do run trustworthy organizations. What do you see? I mean, what is their behavior? What do they do to establish and maintain and increase trust?
The first is competency. Peter Drucker has said that leadership is defined by results, not attributes. What that means is that the leaders need to behave in ways and communicate in ways that allow people to first believe that they've got the skills and the judgment and the influence to lead, but that is really not enough. You've got to be able to live up to the expectations and consistently deliver on what you commit.
The competency is critical. Again, you might trust me to run a good radio show, but you might not trust me to do a heart operation on you. And the question is, what we're trusting someone to do is critical, that they are, in fact, competent in what they do. So we get that point. What's the next one you want to talk about?
Well, the next one is transparency, behaving in a way that makes it easy for others to see what's taking place. So when leaders are making decisions, they need to be very clear about the process and communicate that. This is how we're going about making this decision. Here's who's involved in it. And making sure that people who are going to be affected by that decision really understand how you're going to go about doing it.
We hear over and over again, I think the word transparency may just be the word of the decade. It's something that you cannot fight, you cannot hold back, and anyone who is not transparent is suspicious, even if in fact they are trustworthy. My guess is that you spend a lot of time with CEOs and corporations talking about the need to be out in front, the need to be more transparent as well in addressing all the issues of companies. Am I right?
That's correct. And let me give a specific example of that. And let me preface it by saying that there are certain conditions that tend to engender mistrust. So if you got significant surprises or unpredictability or just general stress in the environment, you've got a lack of sense of safety and security about your job, you're uncertain about what leaders' intentions are, those are the conditions that create mistrust. So we had a situation where we had 4 companies that had been acquired by a Fortune 50 company, and they needed to merge those into one new entity with a new brand, with new systems, with new job responsibilities. I mean, it was a major change issue. And in those kind of situations, you tend to get all of the above: significant surprises, unpredictability, etc. And what we did with them, which was really quite successful and is a model that we've used in other situations now, is we took the top 300 leaders in this group and organized them into virtual teams. And we had those teams meet online for an hour each week, talk about the issues that were coming up, where were their holes, where were their misunderstandings, and there was a feedback loop among the leadership, and then there was a level below working out in the field. So by using virtual tools, we were able to get questions asked and answered within 25 different leadership teams. And then once a month, we had a all-hands virtual meeting where all the employees could dial in, and it was like your radio show, only people were sending questions via email and they were being answered. So we created a situation where up front, the leader, who was people were quite afraid of and distrusted initially, with a little bit of coaching, what he was able to do was to sincerely communicate that I really want to hear from you. I want to know what your concerns are. We want to make this thing work. And it really opened up a 3-level dialogue from the top leader down through his direct reports and their direct reports that really created a high level of trust while they were going through a very challenging transition.
Right. And Leland, I think that's a great example you're using, because it didn't take that much effort. It took an understanding from a behavioral side. And all of a sudden, as the CEO kind of opens up and allows people to engage, we've heard over and over how different corporations are when employees feel engaged, when they feel that they're being listened to. And it really changes, I think, everything at an organization. I think that's just a fantastic example you use.
And one thing we did not get to earlier is having solid standards of right and wrong. I mean, be real clear about this is right and this is wrong, and this is what I stand for, and continuously striving to live up to those standards.
Wow, I love it. I love it. That is a great way to end. And we ask everyone, get involved with building trust back. Leland, we want to thank you so much for your time today. We want to wish everyone a great week ahead.
Great. Thank you, Jordan.